Well, hello. My name is Vernicia, and I'm the owner of Brush Studios. Today we are painting Wildside. You'll need just a few supplies to get started. You'll need a cup of water, two paper plates or a large canvas, a paper towel, acrylic paint, brushes, and a canvas. I hope you enjoy the class, and please tag us when you finish your painting on social media at BrushedATL. Enjoy! Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is get your large brush, wash and dry it, and we're making a little bit of green paint. So you're going to take a scoop of your yellow paint and a scoop of your blue paint, and you're going to mix it together to make a shade of green that you like. Okay, so simply make green out of yellow and blue and mix it together. So there's a lot of flexibility with where you start with this painting. We're going to start at the top left corner, okay? And so we are just painting around our giant leaf piece. So you're going to kind of fill in the spaces in between with your green paint and your large brush. If you need to switch to your smaller brush for some of the corners, you can do that. And on this last piece, I just dipped my brush in a little bit more yellow just to fade it out a little bit and have a tint of yellow in my paint. Also, don't forget to paint the top of your painting as well. So throughout this painting, you're going to make several shades of green. So to make a different shade, I'm just going to take a little bit more of my blue and add that to the green that I already made. And I'm going to start with the bottom right corner. There's a big chunk that's in the middle of your leaf and paint that along with the side of the canvas. And then right after that, I'm going to make yet another shade of green. So again, have fun with these shades of green. This time I'm added a little bit of white to it, and I'm painting the little area right under the previous section. Again, you're going to continue with the same process, and you can alternate the different greens that you use. And once you're done, you can wash and dry your brush and get ready for the next step. So far, you probably have made a couple of different types of green. We're going to wash our brush and make yet another shade of green, okay? So you're going to mix yellow and blue, and then you're going to add a smidge of black to that, just a little bit to make a hunter green or kind of a dark green color. And go as dark as you like, and we're going to paint that top big leaf at the top of the canvas. You can outline it first if you like, but you're using your large brush and even brush strokes. So make sure you have fun with your painting. Once you're done with your dark green, you're going to wash and dry your brush. And you can add a little white to the green that you just made, or you can make up a totally different shade. But I prefer to add a little bit more yellow to it. And I'm going to paint another one of my leaves on the bottom left corner of the canvas. So I took my dark green and I added a yellow to it. And now I'm painting two different leaves. And then you're going to continue on with the process, and you can make yet another shade of green, or you can repeat one of the colors you already used. Once you're done with that, again, you're going to continue to make different shades of green. So just have fun with it. Sometimes you can add more blue, sometimes you can add more white. This is really meant to be a therapeutic and relaxing process. So just watch the video and watch the different ways that I mix the green. And again, you're going to wash and dry your brush between each color and just alternate the colors. So now I'm adding a little bit more blue to my green to fill in the next section. And remember, in order to make light blue, you take a smidge of blue and a little bit of white. And if you want to add a little green or a little bit of yellow to your mixture, you certainly can. But that's how I made this really light green color. Also, if your color seems a little opaque, feel free to paint over some of your previous colors as well. So just use this video as a guide and see all the different shades of coloring that I did. I had fun with it, and I'm not going to tell you every single step, but let's get ready for the next step, which would be to make a little bit of brown, light brown, that is. So to make your light brown, you're going to wash and dry your large brush. You're going to take a scoop of your brown. You're going to add a smidge of yellow and a little bit of white and get to a nice tan color that you like, okay? And if you try it on your canvas and you feel like it's too dark, you can put white directly on your brush and lighten it up a little bit. So now we're painting our beautiful animal that's kind of hiding within our leaves. So once you're done with your tan and you like your color, you're going to wash and dry your large brush. And now we're going to add a little bit of detail. So all you do is take your large brush and dip it in your black, and you're going to make these kind of squiggly lines, okay? The lines aren't completely closed. They're kind of open, wild circles, almost like parentheses, but very close, okay? And then when you're done with that, you're going to wash and dry your brush and add a little bit more of your dark brown to your previous brown mixture, okay? And with your large brush, you're just going to dab little dots. Now, these are meant to be all kinds of different shapes, but you're going to dab those little brown sections in between the black parentheses that you made. After that, you're going to wash and dry your brush, and let's work on our flower. So I made a little bit of pink. Now you can make whatever color flower you want. You can make purple, which is a mix of red and blue, but I chose to mix a little bit of red and white and make pink. So I'm just outlining a little bit and then dipping my brush in red without washing it and just filling in the color a little bit. So feel free to have fun with this. And now you have your leopard print and your flower. For your next step, you're going to wash and dry your brush. And you can either use your medium or your large brush for this. I stuck with my large brush, but you can use your small brush as well. I just used a little bit of black paint, and it's time to kind of clean up your painting with an outline, okay? So this painting looks good with a thick outline in my opinion, but you're outlining all the sections. You can put a few dots in the middle of your flower, but this really just adds the extra little cleaned up component of your painting. See how good that looks? Next thing you're going to do is wash and dry your brush, and let's add a little more detail to our flower. So you're going to add some white paint to your brush, and it's okay if it smudges a little bit. It adds character to your flower, and you're going to just kind of do outward brush strokes, or I guess inward brush strokes from the outside of your flower right on top of the red that you did. Look at that. So now you're going to get your small brush, and I like to add white to a little bit of my green. So you can pick any of your greens that you like. And let's just add a few little detail to our leaves. Again, you can alternate your greens if you like, but we're using our small brush for this section. Then after that, I'm dipping my brush, the same brush, into a little bit of black and just adding a shadow behind those lines that I just made, just so you can really see the outline a little bit more. And of course, in the end, you want to make sure you use your small brush and sign your initials. So my initials are VR. Make sure you put your initials on your painting, and then you are all set. Thank you so much for painting with me. I hope you enjoyed the class. Please tag us at BrushedATL with your finished painting and paint with us again.